Respect all builds. If you stumbled upon this video, I'm guessing there's a large likelihood you've come across this phrase at some point. At its core, it's a sentiment with one goal. Maybe we should stop throwing stones at some poor bastard's glass hut. That, well, maybe some things aren't exactly your cup of tea. Not everything has to be. Someone undoubtedly put time, money, and effort into creating it. But should we? Should we respect all builds? Cars, like any other hobby, are an outlet susceptible to trends. Styles, ideas, and ideals will shift as time goes on. What could be in fashion now may be looked down upon in only a few years' time. Although we can all make predictions, there's no way of telling where it will go. What you may have found whack in the past may grow to be your favorite. And what you find cool now may be making its slow descent into a faux pas. With that knowledge, the phrase respect all builds really starts to take shape and makes a little more sense. What someone might be doing now may be easy to poke fun at, because who in their right mind would find that appealing? But that taste that you're holstering to make that point is something that's been gathered over many years. Here's how I think this plays out. This is a Kaido racer. I'm guessing you're in one of two groups. You either find this to be one of the coolest styles of a modified car, or a crime against God. Now, it's easy to find this cool. Maybe you understand the deep roots of the styling, or maybe you just appreciate it for what it is. But either way, at some point in time, most people probably found this ridiculous. For car styling to evolve, there is a necessary element of pushing boundaries. While it might be easy to root its influences or maybe find reasons behind its existence, it took a person or a group with a crazy enough idea to make this vision a reality. If many of the people founded with starting the style had fallen into the same societal pressures, would it be around now? Would it have ever been created in the first place? But more importantly, are you being one of the same detractors today? To add to this, we need to talk about context. This is the missing link as to why I think comment sections are such a cesspool as of late. Well, it's obvious that people will always have varying intent with their cars. It's hard to not assume the worst case scenario in every instance when judging others. Let me put it to you like this. If my friend were to say, put a broken heart Tsurikawa on his car, it may be obvious to me that it's being done in some sort of a tongue-in-cheek way. Even though there's no universe where I think this is cool, I might even find my friend's car better because of it. Because this silly little object is an added little motif of their personality. Well, if I were to see it on a car on the internet, my gut reaction would be to think that it's pretty lame, and not take into account that it may be satirical. This is because of the potential missing context behind it. When you remove context, it sort of slots everyone into a box of good or bad. Slots created by your preconceived notions, leaving little room for nuance. Lastly, I think it's important to note that cars are a hobby, and hobbies are supposed to be fun. When they fail to do so, they're nothing more than a chore or a job. Constantly pestering people about why they chose to do something does little more than stroke your ego, because you have the better taste, the more refined palate. Well, simultaneously you're both doing the same pedantic shit. Modifying your car for the sole intent of looking cool or being fast. From an outsider's perspective, the two of you are identical. I think what I just went over is pretty much the core tenets of what makes up the phrase, respect all builds. The issue with its use is that I see most people using it as a vehicle to spread toxic positivity, for the sole reason of being too afraid of discourse. But on the other hand, too many people disregard it entirely. Dismiss it because it doesn't fit their narrow worldview. I think discourse is good. People can and should question things. Holding people accountable is a net positive. You shouldn't respect the guy with a clapped IS-300, tires showing wires, and a dent from a legally obtained Charger. But on the other hand, maybe don't be a knob all the time. This phrase shouldn't be looked at through the guides of a rule, but rather a tool for self-governance. So yeah, you probably should. Just not this one. Ugh, disgusting.